Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Megan Stanbury Miller, and I'm a Senior User Experience Designer with Improvement Analytics and Innovation Services here at Stanford. And my session today is on Usability Basics. So thank you for joining. I will cover what usability is and why it matters, our list of usability principles and how to spot issues in an interface. And then we'll have some Q&A time. So again, I'm Megan Stanbury Miller. I've worked at Stanford for about 18 years in total. I've also worked in industry for about 10 years, including at Yahoo and Intuit. So what is usability and why does it matter? Usability is primarily about the effectiveness, efficiency, and overall satisfaction of the user. So it covers areas like learnability, efficiency, memorability, errors, and satisfaction. It matters because it helps reduce the benefits of having a usable system is that it reduces development costs. So there's less rework when things are, users have difficulty using your website or your web application. It increases user effectiveness or efficiency and productivity. It also can reduce financial risks due to errors. It helps reduce support costs. So users don't have to keep submitting tickets when they have problems, get fewer calls. And it also reduces the risk of insecure shadow systems, especially at an institution like Stanford. Now I'll go over the usability principles. So our team, the service design team with Improvement Analytics and Innovation Services, came up with our own list of usability principles based on industry standard usability principles. They are also sometimes called heuristics. And these principles are used to evaluate the usability of websites, applications, and interfaces. They are sort of broad rules of thumb, not necessarily specific usability guidelines. So adhering to these principles will help ensure that your user's experience will meet usability standards. And these principles, by using consistent principles, it allows us to better align to improve standards for usability or user experience. You would use these principles during the design phase to identify usability issues before rolling out websites or applications to users. It can also be used or should be used during to evaluate existing designs to add to your enhancements backlog. So the sources of our usability principles came from so several industry leaders have come up with their own lists: Jacob Nielsen, Susan Weinschenk, Bruce Togmazzini, and Ben Schneiderman. So this is our list of 12 usability principles that we felt were most applicable to the websites and systems at Stanford University. And I'll go through each one with a quick description and some tips, and then a few examples. So user control and freedom, it's important that users feel like they have control while they're in your website or application. And some things that you can do to help them with this is providing a link back to the homepage, allowing users to freely navigate from one step to another or one page to another, providing shortcuts, and being able to customize their pages or views. An example of this is TurboTax. When you leave TurboTax and you come back in, it remembers where you were, so you can go directly to where you were, or it allows you to skip to another section. Recognition rather than recall. So users' short-term memories are limited. Usually you can only remember about 3 to 4 things at a time. And so we want to help people recognize information in the interface rather than having to remember it. The system or the website should make reasonable guesses about what the user is trying to do, and don't make people have to remember things from one task to another or one page to another. An example is Quora, which makes reasonable guesses about what the user is searching for. And then shopping sites often display items that the user previously viewed. Mental model is about matching the way people think about the real world and things that they can refer to from the real world. So using, and also speaking the user's language. So using words and phrases and concepts that are familiar to the user. And it's important not to assume that what you understand, your understanding of words or concepts will match those of your users. Things like icons should correspond to everyday objects. This is where you get the trash can for deleting things. An example is this website uses an image of a credit card to illustrate how to fill in form fields. Your website or application should communicate to the user as clearly and efficiently as possible. So text, links, labels, they should all be clear and concise to avoid confusing users. It should be clear what your website or web page is about. Icons and images should be self-explanatory. Simplicity and aesthetic integrity. So you want to present things on your website or web application as simply as possible, and also with an attractive and appropriate design that helps users get to where they need to go and take the actions that they need to take. So important elements on the page or website should be visible and not hidden. It's important that interactive elements are clearly marked, or it's clearly apparent that they can be clicked, they can be moved, or something can be entered. If something is not interactive, then it shouldn't suggest that it is. So if you have something that is not a link, it shouldn't look like a link. It shouldn't be underlined or blue. And then reduce complexity on the page as much as possible. Google search is the ultimate example of simplicity. And of course, Apple's website is a good example of using a visual hierarchy to present things clearly. Accuracy, so your website or web application should be free from errors. So just double check titles and labels and messages for typos and misspellings and erroneous or information. And then calculations done in the background should also be accurate. Error prevention and handling. So your website or web application should prevent errors as much as possible. And if errors can't be prevented, then provide simple error handling that is meaningful to users. So if someone is deleting something, if the results of something are severe, then you might want to ask the user to confirm that they want to take that action. Let's see, and also for forms, it's important to provide validation as much as possible for entries to prevent errors, such as email fields. Display helpful instructions in context, and use plain language when you do have to have error messages to help users easily recover for them. Here's an example of JetBlue. If you're booking a flight, they don't allow users to pick a return date that is before their departure date. So they're preventing that error. Consistency and predictability. It's important to have consistency not only within a website or application, but also to be consistent in concepts and terminology with other websites. And then to be consistent over time, so you're not constantly redesigning things and confusing your users. you can see a lot of email apps use the same types of labels. Also, things like radio buttons and checkboxes, people are familiar with those because they use them on a lot of different websites. User support, you want to provide additional assistance when needed. So things like contextual help, providing a link to customer support and FAQs. This example is Slack's Slackbot. Forgiveness. So if a user does make a mistake, you want to provide as much as possible a way for them to reverse the action. Having undo and redo buttons or links, and providing a clear way to exit an interaction, like a cancel button, and then making sure things are clearly labeled and discoverable. Another one is providing revision history. So here's an example from texting. I don't know if this has happened to anyone, but you send a text and then you realize, I didn't want to send that, but you can't undo it. Feedback. So you want to keep users informed on your website or web application about what's going on with the application. And these are things like a confirmation number confirmation message when an action is completed, showing progress indicators when the system needs additional time for processing, such as uploading photos, and letting users know if a field is required, so that they know they need to complete it. Examples are this photo app where they show you in real time the progress of the photos being uploaded, and this email sign up that clearly shows that the user made an error and how to recover from that, how to fix it. And finally, accessibility compliant. So it's important that your website or application is designed so that people with disabilities can use them, and that it meets the WCAG level 2 accessibility compliance. So things like links should have active focus and hover states. Interfaces users should be able to navigate your website or web application using a keyboard only. Images should have alt text labels, and fonts should be large enough that people they're easy to read, and the colors should have enough contrast so that they're readable. Here's an example of a website where the video plays with no controls to pause or stop, and then you can see there's not enough contrast in the text, between the text and the background. So if you want to learn more, our team will actually be providing a usability basics training, which is an expanded version of this session, and we will be offering that in the near future. So if you want to go to our website, you can sign up for that. Our website also contains these usability principles and an experience metrics toolkit. And here are a couple of links also for the Office of Digital Accessibility. All right, thank you. Are there any questions? Does anyone have a question? Okay, so if you're interested in taking the longer version of this this Usability Basics, our training course, we have information up on our website for this, and you can go there and sign up if you want more information about that, or about any of these other things. If you want to look up the usability principles, or our experience toolkit.
Megan, you have a couple of comments in the chat.
Oh, there we go. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. One is, will this slide deck be available?
Yes, if the webcam folks are going to send it out or put it up somewhere. But I will make it a bit. Yeah.
And you got to thank you for the presentation from Ralph.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Any other comments or questions?